Should fans still support celebrities even when they do wrong? Let's say they commit a crime. Should we still support their movies, their music, and everything else they do? Let's talk about it. Hey people, welcome to another edition of Let's Talk About It. I'm Short Trini. To all my talkers, welcome. To all my new talkers, welcome. Today I wanted to talk about the support of artists, or the supporting of an artist after they've been convicted or committed a crime. And of course, the recent events of R. Kelly being convicted on all counts, racketeering and sex trafficking, inspired this video. There have been a lot of people who still say, we're going to support him by listening to his music. As a matter of fact, a couple of people even told me, hell, if he goes back on tour, I'm going to be right there in the front row, bumping and grinding. Pun intended. My question is, how could you, in your right mind, with a good conscience, support someone who has committed such a crime? Now, remember, he was found guilty on all counts, especially sex trafficking. So basically what he did was, most of his earnings, if not all of his earnings, went to fund the sex trafficking of young underage girls. Meanwhile, I'm going to make a comparison here. Michael Jackson, who was charged with the molestation of young boys, most of them white. Matter of fact, I think all of them were white. People stopped listening to his records. People stopped listening to his music. I remember people actually breaking his records, his album Thriller, in two pieces. CDs, they were breaking him into pieces. They were even setting fire to his music and the like. Matter of fact, Michael's name was dragged through the mud and degraded. At the same time, R. Kelly, he seems to have been celebrated even more. And it just bothers me. But I just wanted to know how many of you would still support a person after they've been convicted of committing such a crime. Full disclosure, I was with the March of Dimes when I was a little boy. Now, the March of Dimes is an organization that helps fund research for birth defects and the like, disabilities and the like. They've since put on things like the March for Babies. And I've met a lot of people, but I've never really become so starstruck where I will support a person who was found guilty of committing a crime. So can somebody explain to me the logic, the thinking into supporting someone as R. Kelly, such as R. Kelly, with his hedonistic acts? Remember, and I'm basically talking to my black and brown people. He did it to our people. He did it to our young babies. How can some of us be so complacent and say, yeah, I'll still support him? What happened to thinking and separating the two? Because to me, it's quite easy. We are all human before we become famous. Everybody's famous in their own mind, yeah. But we start out as human. And we start out as realizing that everybody can do wrong. And some may see what R. Kelly did as wrong. But to me, this is way past wrong. And I also blame his supporters. I also blame his handlers. Heck, I also blame the parents of these young girls. I'll even go so far as to say they should share a jail cell alongside of R. Kelly, because what he did was wrong, and I, for one, can never support him by listening to his music. I stopped listening to his music a long time ago because of this. But what do you guys think? Would you support someone, a celebrity, who has been found guilty of committing a crime? And let's not forget, while he was convicted on all counts, he still has counts pending in South Dakota and Chicago. Because remember, he was also convicted of sex trafficking across state lines. So he's looking at 20 years here in New York, but he's also looking at, if not the same amount of a sentence, maybe a little bit more, in cases yet to be tried in Chicago and South Dakota. So let me know in the comments. Would you support someone who's been found guilty of a crime? A celebrity in this case. Leave me a comment down below. If you like the content, please like, share, and tell your friends. Until the next episode, this is Short Trini. Let's talk about it. Peace.